Here we are in the autopsy suite, and we're in one of the supply quote-unquote clean rooms. But with COVID-19, it's really questionable what is clean and what isn't.
Right.
So again, it's none of the things that we do, whether it's a mask or gloving or containing ourselves in a home, are guarantees. But what they are is measures we can take to lessen exposure. And our immune system goes from one level to another, even throughout the day, let alone a week. So if we can lower the amount of exposure, the better off we are. Of course, we have high exposure here because we work cases every day.
Right.
We don't have the ability right now to know who is COVID and who is not. And therefore, we have to assume that these cases are COVID. One of the concerns I had was how can we effectively sterilize with COVID, which is very stubborn in its viability on plastic and stainless steel. And when you see the operating room, a lot of it's stainless steel.
Absolutely.
So how can you get to it? And what are the advantages of what is called dry steam? And I will allow my friend here, Tyrone Newman, to explain to you that process, because he's been doing it for, what did you say, 20-something?
20-something years, yeah.
27 years. So he's almost been doing this as long as I've been a coroner. So,
Okay.
Tyrone, why don't you explain it?
Well, you know, Graham, thank you, by the way. The process of dry steam is so effective in the aspect of eliminating germs, bacteria, viruses. One of the benefits of the dry steam is that it's able to get into smaller areas, cracks and crevices that you cannot reach with a cloth. And so here at CSI Sanitizing, what we do is we come in, we have a 3-step process. We start off with a black light, and that black light allows us to identify our hot spots. We actually come in after that process. We use a 320 degree dry steam, and that process allows us to literally obliterate any germs, bacteria, and viruses that could be on any hard surfaces, gurneys, countertops, that type of thing. One of the advantages of the dry steam is that it allows us to even steam electronics without hurting the electronics. So I want to thank Graham for having us here today, and we're going to be showing a little bit of the process later on. But the dry steam process is now the process, especially in the middle of this pandemic with the COVID-19, where we don't need to rely on a lot of chemicals. We don't need to wait for manufacturing companies to make and process extra chemicals. It is a completely 100% green process. We use absolutely no chemicals. Therefore, it does not mess up any tests that are performed in the autopsy procedure room. And it allows us to effectively be able to steam and sanitize any location, floors, walls, and gurneys.
I think that's a great explanation, and it's one of the reasons that I chose to add this into addition to our regular cleaning, which isn't to the standard that we need in today's world.
Kind of explain what we're going to do here today. The first step that we're going to do, number one, is we're going to eliminate all debris and things like that on the gurneys and countertops and things. We want to remove that first. Right, what? Yeah, you're going to actually, let me give you a different one, and you're going to actually find us a plug. Process of the fluoride process.
So I have one of those quirky water filters that just filters it all out of the tap water. So it calcifies your pineal gland on top of everything else.
And so we're going to be starting our 3-step process today. The first step is we're going to be using soap, and that's going to be cleaning and removing the debris. The soap actually helps to break down the cell walls of the COVID-19. We're going to back that up with the second step of using 310 degree dry steam. And so we'll show you that process as we work on the operatorium tables today.